Hey, it's Eric Hamilton, Guaranteed Rate. So, lots going on in the market. I thought it was a good time to provide a nice update to let you know kind of what's going on. So, going to touch obviously on mortgage rates and talk through mortgage rates and what's going on with the Fed and rate cuts and kind of what to expect moving forward. Why mortgage rates may stay a little bit higher for a little bit longer, and just a little bit of strategy around mortgage rates, because for every 1% rates move lower, there's 5 million buyers that could potentially re-enter the market. Okay. And right now we only have 566,000 homes for sale that are not under contract. Okay. So just to put that in perspective, in 2019, that number was around 1.1 million, 1.2 million homes on the market. We have 566,000 today. So we're less than half of where we were in 2019. We compare a lot year over year in a lot of our stats. So it looks like inventory is going up, but we still have not even reached where we were pre COVID. Okay. So the Fed is really looking at two main variables. If you want to determine where rates are going to go the next 6 months, you need to look at two variables. One of them being unemployment, and the other one is going to be inflation. Inflation has remained pretty sticky, as they say. Now, we were above 8% in inflation during COVID. We've come all the way down to 3%. So we've made huge progress. The problem is the Fed has a target of 2%, and they're not going to lower rates until we get to a point where inflation is under control. Because the concern is if you lower rates too soon, could create more inflation, and inflation could start increasing again. And they do not want that, because it could be very bad for the economy. The second piece that they're watching is obviously the unemployment report. Job report has been super strong from last 2-3 years. Lots of jobs are created. Average hourly earnings are really high. Hours worked is high. So they're looking for some weakness in the job market. So not that we're looking for people to lose their jobs. That's not really it. Just the Fed is looking for weakness, because as people are employed, they assume that they're going to be spending money, and that's going to put pressure on inflation. So those two things, an inflation report, which comes out a couple times a month, and then the unemployment report, those two things are going to be what the Fed is keeping a very close eye on over the next few months. So there's also a lot going on this year anyways. Okay. So we have all of this stuff going on with the Realtor Association regarding contract and compensation. So that provides a little bit of disruption and noise in the market. We have mortgage rates and the Fed. So that is a lot of news cycles. You're going to see a lot on mortgage rates and what they are. They're above 7%. They're below 7%. We still have a lack of inventory. Again, only 566,000 homes for sale in the United States, and not under contract. Not at the low, but very near where we are, and nowhere near where we were pre-COVID. Lots of pent up demand. We have a lot of people that want to purchase. We have a lot of pent up seller demand. We have a lot of people that want to sell, but they're all kind of waiting because there's not a lot of inventory. They're waiting for rates to go down. What's interesting, and this is a stat that gets thrown around a lot, but 86.6% of all mortgages in the United States are below 6%. Okay, 86.6% of all mortgages below 6%. So a lot of that is causing what they call the lock-in effect, where people are not wanting to move forward. As of right now, May 10th, the average 30-year fixed rate for all lenders is around 7.15%. Okay. We have seen plenty of jumbo rates at 6.5%. We've seen some other first-time homebuyer programs, high sixes, maybe low sevens, but rates are kind of all over the board. It's really hard to time the market right now. I would say the one thing that people have learned over the last few years is that the more you try to time the market, the more difficult it becomes, because as rates start to go down, people flood the market. Instead of having 3 or 4 offers on a house, you have 5, 10, 15. In January, when we had a snowstorm, an ice storm, record high rates, we were seeing multiple offers on properties. Okay, so that is going to be a given. So it truly is the best thing you can do. Is the more work you do up front, the better experience you're going to have, and the more likely you are to get an offer accepted. We've had a great spring so far getting offers accepted, and it's all about preparation up front. So again, inventory is going to be a big part of the conversation. Inventory is up, okay, nationally 33%. year over year. Okay. 2023 to 2024, inventory is up 33%. And you're like, oh, wow, that can mean home prices are coming down. But what they don't tell you is it's still down 36.8% from 2019. Okay. So April 2024, again, 566,000 homes for sale. In 2017, that was 1.2 million, 2018, 1.1 million, 2019, 1.1 million. So again, we're well below where we were previously. Okay. The other big challenge that we have is that in Illinois, okay, well, nationally, inventory is up 33%. Illinois inventory is down 4.9%. Okay. Again, Illinois inventory is down 4.9%. So in Illinois, we're even lower than we were last year and 40% lower than where we were in 2019. So Illinois home prices have been still moving higher. We're still seeing multiple offers. And it's so national average really doesn't matter in Illinois because while that's up year over year, we're down year over year, 4.9%. So again, strategy is simple. Right now it's not about timing the market. It's about locking in your sales price. So if you're looking to make a move and you're looking to sell your house, selling your house is easy. We have a lot of different options we can do. We even have an option where we can have you purchase as a cash offer and then finance the purchase after you purchase it with cash. Okay. Product isn't for everyone, but it's a great option for those who don't want to be a contingent buyer. And then once rates come down 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 8 months from now, you can refinance and take advantage of those lower rates. The challenge is if you wait for rates to come down, you're going to have a flood of buyers that come into the market, and it's going to make multiple offers, paying higher for the home, and really having to get ultra competitive to win an offer. So the strategy is to get in now while we have these ebbs and flows in rates. Everyone expected rates to be lower right now. They're not. Okay, that's because the inflation data and employment data has been stronger than expected. But that's going to turn at some point. Okay. And when it does, you're going to have a flood of buyers re-enter the market. And if you can purchase before that, you're going to benefit at a much lower sales price than when the buyers re-enter the market. So, any questions that you have, if you want to schedule a strategy session with us, even if you're not going to be purchasing for 4 months, 6 months, a year, I work with buyers every single day that are buying more than 6 months out and just putting a strategy together, talking about credit, talking about debt, what we can do to make the sale better, what we can do to make the purchase better. The more information you have well in advance, the better decisions you'll make later. So if you have any questions, just let us know. We'll be more than happy to help you out and hope to talk to you soon. Thank you so much.